Auzu billahi minash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the part 15 of my series on my new discovery about the Arabic language. In this part, I'll be discussing about one of the very interesting meaning of the letter Qaf, which is gravity. It's very, very interesting. So let's see what it is about. Now, the letter Qaf, as it is written, I have told you that everything in this divine language is a picture. So this letter Qaf actually depicts a picture of the concept of gravity. Now, how that is possible, you have to see, first of all, you see the two dots. These two dots indicate, of course, always means two, and then there is heavenly body. This round sign is the object shape, or in this case it's like the earth or the moon, and then this curvature indicates the curvature of the space-time. So as you know from the modern physics theory, that gravity is nothing but the curvature of space-time. So this is a depiction of the curvature of the space-time, and then the space between these two and the object shape is empty, and this is indicating the space-time, which is like empty. We are unable to see what is actually space-time because of this. So basically this is a picture of the concept of gravity, which is depicted as the attractive force between two heavenly bodies, attractive force due to the curvature of space-time, as it exists between, say, the earth and the moon. Now naturally I say this from this picture, but naturally many words that are related to the concept of gravity will have the letter Qaf. As you see here, for example, the first thing, let us see, Sakata Yaskutu means to fall. Obviously everything falls to the earth because of gravity. So Sa, we know, the scene is Sara, to move, and Qaf is for gravity, and then Twa is come straight down. So see, Sara, due to gravity, comes straight down. It's very easy to see the meaning of the fall, to fall. Qaf. This Qaf, this letter Qaf, this shape, this is, I call the movement shape. This shape, the movement shape, is present actually in 7 Arabic letters. So this series one series of letters has this movement shape. So all of these letters would imply movement in some way, right? This sounds a little bit strange to you at the beginning, but once you learn this, you will be a master of this in no time. And these 7 Arabic letters would indicate movement in some way. For example, Sin, we know Sara, and Sheen also would mean movement, but Sheen would mean movement with something heavy because of the 3 dots, which has a meaning of many. So something heavy moving, and Seen would be something lighter or a natural kind of movement. And Swad is a movement which means something coming out. I have already told you Sodara means something coming out, and Dod, because of the dot of negation, it would mean something going in, the exact opposite of Swad, something going in or to add something. This Sodara, and Adafa, to add, Adafa. And Qaf, of course, means movement. Qaf also means movement, but movement with two things movement. It can mean like a joint, because a joint is a focal point for movement, and it involves 2 bones. Lam is unit propagation. So this is the movement sign, and so unit movement. So this is Alif, actually. This is Alif and the movement sign. And then Noon is, we know, like something that does not move or move very little. This is actually biological definition of a female which does not move. The sperm is the one that moves, and then the ovum does not move. So Noon means something stationary or at a very large distance, like Najmun. I've already told you this. So but yeah, they still move, but moves very little. So very little movement or very large distance can be expressed by this Noon. So the 7 letters, it should be very easy. If you can see this sign in a word, this should mean movement in some way. All right, so let's see a few more words. Kotara means to drip. Kotara yakaturu, to drip or to fall in drops. As you see, the water falls from a tap, say, and you see here cough means, of course, something coming down due to gravity. Coming down due to gravity is comes straight down, and for a certain measure, right? For a certain measure, or the measure of the drops that are coming down, kotara. So this you already know, Kamar. In several other videos I have shown this. Let's now learn also the plural of this. Kamar, we know it is a satellite because Kof is gravity and Mim is earth and Ra is a circular orbit, right? So a second object. So this is the moon. This is the moon, and then Mim is the earth, and then Ra is the circular orbit. So it's a picture of a satellite, Kamar. And here the important thing is that Qamar is singular, and then plural is Akmar. So you put one alif with Hamza in the beginning. Remember, it has the Hamza. It's not just alif, it's alif with Hamza, and on the first position, which has the meaning of more. So yeah, so Ajmalu means more beautiful, Ajmal means more beautiful. So alif in the beginning would mean to say one more, so like that, and then in the third position it means also more. So both of this means more, but this kind of plural, there are several kinds of plural in Arabic, and then this kind of plural has a meaning that there are different types of satellites. Also, in addition to moons, it would mean moons or satellites, but in addition to that, it would indicate that there are different kinds of satellites also. Okay, so see, the activities that we do, say, such as standing, koma yakumu, from the root kof wa mim, or say to sit down or jump, that involves with gravity, will have the letter kof. So you see, koma and yakumu means to stand. So see, kof is here deliberately I have shown you this person horizontally, because as you know, the kof is indicating this, but the alif is to become straight. Like when you stand up, you become straight like this, and then you align your body with the center of the gravity of the earth, which is indicated by kof alif here. And mim is of course earth, we know that one, right? So basically standing is meaning that you are aligning with the center of the gravity of the earth and becoming straight, which was not there before. Wow, you know, one meaning of the wow is something missing. So it was carved before, but now he's become straight. So that's the concept of the standing. And then to sit is the exact opposite of to stand, right? So qa'ada means to sit, qa'ada yakudu, and here using gravity, you know, you use gravity, and then you grip something solid, and it was before, but it was up, ala, but then dal means to end, to end that one. So to sit, basically also it has another meaning. Kof is movement and ain is to oppose, adama, adam, and dal is to end. So it is saying that koda, it is in the sense of not moving, the opposite of moving, and just sitting, this word would be jalasa, jalasa yajlisu, right? And which I'll discuss later on in some other video. Now kafaza means to jump and here you see kof due to gravity, and fa is, the dot is up, so it means going up, right? Like rafa, to raise, and za means to come down, like in nazala, nazala, to come down. So it's saying that due to gravity, the earth's surface due to gravity, you first jump up, then you come down, come down. So that's jumping. Jumping means first, you know, you are at the surface, right at the surface with kof, that's planet earth, you know, two persons in contact, and then fa is going up and za is coming down. So jumping means, you know, it describes the whole act of jumping. And you see the fa, kafaza yakfizu, it was down before, but and then he jumps up, but it's in the middle one, and then in both cases kind of come down with this za. Okay. Then Kadam, I have already discussed this with this one also, that it means a foot or a step, and it has many meanings actually at several levels. I've already shown you that Qaf looks like the end part of the feet, right? This part of the Qaf, and then the dal, the front part of the foot looks like dal, and of course mim means earth, that our foot is in contact with the earth. But in addition to that, you know, like Qaf means movement in general, we know this Qaf movement, and then dal dafa on the earth, you push the earth and then you can move. Also in here you notice the Qaf is on this side, and then there is the ankle joint. So this Qaf is indicating that there is a joint here, which is the ankle joint. In addition to that, Qaf also indicate the fact that you need 2 feet. So 2 feet in because of the 2 dots, right? So that 1 feet wouldn't work. You need 2 things, two things for the activity of the foot, or to make steps, and then 2 feet. This concept in Arabic would be Kadamani. So Kadamun would means a foot, or just a foot. Actually just a foot would be better, and Kadamani would be means 2 foot, 2 steps. This is the dual form, which is not present in English or my native language Bangla or other languages. So Arabic has 3 numbers, right? Singular, dual and plural. So plural is like akdam. So we have seen this. So this would indicate that there are different kinds of steps, right? And yeah, so this is the plural akdam, and Kadamani is the dual, the 2 steps, and Kadam is singular. So different levels of meaning is expressed in this Kadam that you need to. Okay, so compared to the Kadam, which is food, Saakun, it means a lower limb. Now lower limb mean not really leg. Leg in Arabic is rijlun, which means up to the knee joint. But saak would mean a full lower limb, means up to the thigh, including the thigh. And saakun and sukun is the plural. And here you see the Qaf is in the 3rd position. In Kadam it was the 1st position, which was indicating 1 joint, but here Qaf is in the 3rd position, which means 3 joints here. So if you just rearrange these letters, you know, sin is the horizontal, because water is always horizontal, so sin is the horizontal part of the foot, and then the alif, this 2 alif is the 2 bones of the lower limb, 2 main parts of the bones, and then the Qaf is the 3 joints, interparts. So you just have to rearrange the letter a little bit, and you can generate the whole structure of the lower limb. Amazing, isn't it? It's truly amazing that this can be done. You just spend a little bit of time pondering about what I've just said, and you'll realize that's truly amazing. How is this possible? I have no idea, but this is possible. I've seen for every Arabic word this is the case. Okay, so if you other words like kotafa means to pick up, such as you pick up a fruit. So Qaf we mentioned by gravity, and to is coming down, like you have seen kotara, right? And to is coming down, and fa in this case fakihatun. So it's so easy, fakihatun means fruit, so you pick up the fruit, and fa is usually, it would be meaning up, something up, to pick up, kotafa, to pick up say flower or fruits, like this. Zalika yazlaku, this is to slide, and see, za, I've told you za would mean the exact opposite of ra. Ra is like rafa, to raise something, and za, nazala, to go down, and you go down, and lam is clinging to the because of the gravity, lengthwise coming down because of gravity. That is the concept of sliding. So you should be easily able to see a person sliding in these 3 letters. Yeah, so rakia means to ascend. Now here you see the Qaf is down, so the with this one with the kasra with the Qaf would means to go up actually, and and with the fatha with the qaf would mean going down, as in slide, huh? Because you see, the natural movement is to go down with the gravity. So gravity pulls everything down, you have to remember. So if you want to go up, you have to go against gravity. So rise, obviously going somewhere, a certain measure, and cough, and ya is to extend, yarka, to deliver. So you have to push something or do something to go up against the gravity. This is why rakia is there. And please notice the 6 different forms are different because it's ra, kaf, and ya from this letter, from this root. And so here notice the alif maksura goes away. Irka, there is no red letter here in case of the amur tense. And please notice this rakiun, which is the ascending, right? Rakin, the ascender, who is ascending, and markun, who is ascended. And notice this changes, how these are changed, and because this wow in the last one, and so the both wow are assimilated. And in rakin also this goes away. This goes away, the alif maksura is absent. So you have to carefully learn these terms for, especially when there is ya, wa, or alif in the root letters, because they change very strangely for us, for non-native speakers. They change very, very strangely. So you have to memorize these 6 forms for this kind of these are called the weak letters. Okay. Hakibatun is a bag, more like a suitcase or an handbag, and hakibatani obviously would be the dual, and hakaibu would be the plural. Here hakaibu, not hakaibun. This is called a diptot, and this is a diptot. This means it does not take the tanwin, right? Does not take the tanwin. So hakaibu. And yeah, hakibatun, how does it signify? So ha is for hamala, to carry, and qaf is again against gravity, because yeah, there is fatha against gravity. Ya is yad, and ba is made up of leather, bashar, skin, made of skin. And so yeah, it makes sense. Hamala against gravity with yad, and is made up of bashar or leather, should be ideally made up of leather. And so for a bound time, that's while you are carrying, you take it with you, but then you don't need it. So the tamabruta has one meaning, means for a bound time. Sakilun means heavy. Now you see, it's sakilun. This is an adjective, right? So adjective has both masculine plural and feminine plural. So sukala would mean masculine plural, and sikalun is the common plural. Is a common plural, so can be used for both. And yeah, Arabic has the plurals are very interesting, I would say, and you have to practice this thing. So you have to remember when there is the noun is feminine, and then the adjective will also be feminine. The gender you have to follow. And so sakila would be heavy, but a feminine heavy. And sakilat, so making feminine plural is very easy. You just make it at. You just make it at in the end instead of the ta marbuta. So feminine plurals are very easy. The masculine plurals are a little bit difficult. They can vary, but one of the form is here sukala. So that means, and note the diptot here. There is a diptot, means it does not take the tanwin. So how does it make heavy? Sakilun. So you see, sa, we know sa is something heavy, because of 3 dots. It means something heavy and something stable, something which doesn't move much. So because of the stable or the fixed shape, sabitun, sabitun shape. Sabitun means something fixed. The fixed shape. The fixed shape is there with sa. Then qaf is yeah, and you see it has to go up, or you have to move it, right? So a movement is down. And relatively, this ya means relatively. So adjectives with ya at the 3rd position, this would mean comparatively, right? And then unit propagation with the lam. So sakilun would means heavy because of this, and then you have to move against gravity. Yeah, so sakilun. Then you notice this sa, I told you, means something heavy because of three dots, right? And hakibatun would mean something like a handbag or a suitcase, but shanta would mean suitcase. Sorry, santa would mean a suitcase, and hakibatun would mean a handbag or like a briefcase. Uh, so let's see here. Here you can see the sheen, which has a scene here, means Sara, to go somewhere, and three dot would mean something heavy, and noon is long distance, and Tora means to fly with a with the airplane and for a bound time. So you see the concept of suitcase is something heavier which you need to carry with you. So when you are flying out, you carry with you for long distance travel with the noon. And similarly, you can see shahana, it means to ship. So again, seen, say you can see the water, Sara, to go somewhere on the water with a heavy load, the three dots, and then ha is hamala, carry, and noon is long distance. So it's very easy. You understand the concept of shipping something. Shahana yashhanu would mean to carry something long distance, something heavy. So remember, the reason for the divine language drawing a picture of objects is that all objects or concepts are created according to the shape of the divine letters. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave a like, and make a comment and share. And of course, you can, for more information, you can take a look at my books, which are available from Google. And inshallah, I'll be making more videos like this. Until then, Allah Hafiz.